Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about a specific thing. If you're into sewing, at some point you want to go beyond zippers and buttons. And today I want to talk about snaps, grommets, and all that kind of stuff, things that you have to apply with a tool. Now, if you are trying to venture into that part of sewing where you start using these things, like if you want to do jackets with snap fronts, or you want to do embellishments with small or large or extra large grommets, make corsets, things like that for lace-ups. This is something that I've been using for a while now, and I finally, after many years, got the idea to do this. I hope it's helpful for someone because it took me a while to finally find all the right tools for these things, what works, what I think doesn't, where you can get other things that you wouldn't necessarily think you could get. Well, let me just go into that first. So basically when I first started off, I had this tool. They do sell this at your craft stores. You can switch this and kind of change up the tool. So it's kind of got like two uses. These you can use with your smaller eyelets or grommets or however the heck you want to call it. I'm going to use some pliers so I can show you. Really small ones. I've seen people use them like in scrapbooking and things like that. They're really small. These are good for embellishments, or even if you wanted to make like a little notepad or something for scrapbooking. That's good for that. These technically fit with this tool. But the thing about this that I've come to like retire this for the most part is because when I use it and I squeeze and I let go, usually this gets stuck. So when I let go, instead of the handle popping out, it remains like this. It's stuck. And many times in my experience, when that's happened, I try and pry off the fabric real gently, but a lot of times it ends up damaging or warping my fabric trying to pull the eyelet off of this. So this isn't like a really good thing. Then, as you heard in some of my videos, I do really advocate going to Harbor Freight Tools because they have a lot of different grommet application tools and things like that that you could really use in, a sewing setting. They have lots of really cool scissors, cutting things, clamps, and grommet setters. So I found these and I thought this was so great because they were shaped a little bit differently than the blue one that I had. So I thought, I'll try this. Maybe it won't have the stuck problem, which I call it. It's the stuck problem. So with the same size, the copper one I showed you, I used that too, and I found out I still came upon the same problem. It still gets stuck. See, I just pushed it and it got stuck. So yeah, I came across the exact same problem. So I was like, oh my God. So eventually what I just did was that I found a set which is, it looks like this. This is like your, let me see. See how skinny that is? I think this is called the hammer. I know for sure the base of it is called the anvil. So you need the little anvil, and these fit these little grommets, little eyelets, however you want to call them. And you just set the bottom one here. Let me see, can you, like that. And these don't need another piece, it's just one. The small ones just take one. And then you put this on top of it. Well, of course, you'll put your fabric in between, and then you'll take a hammer or a rubber mallet and you'll bash it until it closes or it seals or whatever. Same thing with larger grommets. You will need to change tool sizes as your grommets get larger. In this case, I have this size, which is kind of standard for me. These are my favorite. These are usually what I do when I do corsets. I don't do real hardcore corsets yet just because I don't have the correct tools yet, but I will still use these when I am doing lace-ups or things like that. And another tip, whenever you're putting in eyelets, grommets, snaps, things like that, you always want to have some kind of structural barrier in between the two fabrics that you're trying to put this through. So let's say you have your outer shell of your jacket, you have the lining, and in between those two you need to have like an interfacing or, yeah, an interfacing, something to help keep its strength, because on their own, if you just put this, you run the risk of eventually these will just tear a hole out of your jacket. So having that interfacing or some kind of stabilizer in between those your layers will help keep these the fabric around it strong and from warping and tearing out of place over time. So the size that I just showed you, you'll need to get a different size hammer and anvil, which this one you can buy these in a kit like at the fabric store. So it's kind of like the same thing, it's just bigger, and then the base or anvil is, it looks like a little thing, I don't know. Remember Pogs? Anybody remember Pogs? No? Okay, sorry. I'm that old, okay, sorry. Another thing that if you want to go bigger, and I did show these in my video where I was showing you how to do the soda fountain bag. Now I got this size, which I did find today actually at Harbor Freight Tools. They have, I think it was, yeah, exactly, I'm pretty sure it's the exact same size, but it came with way more grommets than this. Now these, I found this kit in the drapery section at Joann's. Now with these, the medium sized one, the large, and I call these the extra large, there are two pieces that you have to use. And I call them your male and female pieces. So for every piece like this would be like, let's say your male eyelet or grommet. See how it sticks out? Mm-hmm. See how it sticks out? You also need the female version of it. See how this one's just a little bit flatter? To work with it. So, now that I've covered that, the next step, let's say you wanted to do jeans or you wanted to do flat snaps. This is called mini anorak snaps, and I will show you in a moment. I'll also have a photo at the end for review of everything, and I kind of wrote out some notes. But basically, these are the anorak snaps. You just turn that. You see a lot of these like in children's clothing, jeans. Usually these are used as, like, I noticed, like embellishments. But with those type, you can only use, the mini ones anyways, is tool 651-600, and it looks like this. And this tool, it has two sizes. It says size 16, size 15. And of course with these, there's two pieces. Two make one piece, but in order to have both sides snap together, there's going to be a male and a female part to it. So basically you would just take, let's say, one of your snaps, if it would stop falling. So one of your snaps, will go down here, and of course when you buy either the whole kit or just the snaps, it does have like a diagram in the back how to sandwich everything. And then you'll put your and then you'll put the first arm down, and then you'll put your fabric, and then with this one you'll put your other piece. So you already have your fabric here. Then you'll fit the other piece on top. You close it. Now I had used actual hammers with all my tools, for a while, but I noticed that they just start warping, and it really deteriorates your tool a lot quicker. So what I switched to, and I recommend you do this too, I switched to a rubber mallet, and it really does the job just as good as a regular hammer, but it's a lot more gentle on your tools. And you know, because these tools aren't cheap. I mean, they're made of plastic. I'm sure eventually you'll have to replace them because they're plastic tools, but I mean, to really get your money out of these tools and then some, I would really recommend using a rubber mallet for these. Okay. Let me just put that back. And I think lastly for this little tip is our snap fasteners. Now I love putting snap fasteners. They look so pretty. You do them like on they have them like on baseball jackets, your heavy coats, just whatever. They're snaps. I love snaps. They're so much better than putting in buttons. So these are the snap fasteners. Let me turn that around. And again, 2 pieces to make one, and you need a male and a female. So this is the female part of the snap fastener, and it has prongs on the other side. So when you use the tools, the prongs go inside the backing, which is just like the smooth one I just showed you right now. And there's like a circular lip or groove inside it. So when you do it in the thing, see how it's kind of touching each other? When you smash it with the tool I'm about to show you, it pushes the prongs underneath the lip, so it holds it. So that's how that works. Now with these snap fasteners, they're usually sold in like a 7-pack or 8-pack, which is just 7 females, 7 males. So if you needed like 16, you'd have to buy like 2 packs. They don't really sell them in bulk unless you check Amazon or something. But with these, you can use quite a few tools. You can use the Dritz number 16P pliers for the snap fasteners. You can use number 670-65 toolkit and easy attacher kit, which is what I think I have. And it's this weird little thing, and it comes with a couple different tools or attachments for it. Now this one here, the smooth one, this is where you would put your smooth back, and it just lies in there, okay? And then depending if you're ready to put your male or your female, so like this obviously is your male tool, as you can see. And then here is the female tool. See how it goes in? So with these, let's say you were going to put your female tool in. You put the female tool up here. You still have your smooth base bottom down here. Let me see. Do I have one so I can show you? Okay. And then you'll use the male snap fastener, and you'll insert it in the female one here. You'll put your fabric in between here. Of course, always mark it. Make sure you have your interfacing layer in between. Let me see. Okay, you can see that. And then again, you take your rubber mallet, pop, pop, pop. It'll smash the prongs into it, and then you have a really lovely, professional looking snap in there. And I like using that tool. And again, I was kind of really wearing it out when I was using the hammer, and I decided like, hey dude, what the hell, use your rubber mallet. And again, rubber mallet really saves the day. You can buy a rubber mallet at like your hardware stores, Harbor Freight. I like Harbor Freight because you can use that 20% off coupon, and things will just come out a lot cheaper versus if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot. They really don't have coupons, so everything is kind of at a higher price. And then lastly, old school here, which is probably what you're starting out if you want to start going towards the snap route, which is your sew-on snaps. and that's basically what it is. These are kind of just a pain in the butt because they just take forever to sew. That's why it's always nice to start going towards the more kind of technical type things, which is what these tools are that I just presented you with. They're great. I really recommend you get them. They'll really kind of change the way you embellish and finish your garments. I really like them, obviously a lot better than buttons and buttonholes because those are kind of tedious. But anyways, I hope this was very helpful, and if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If I didn't cover a tool or snap fastener or something, please let me know, and so I can put it in a later video. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.